If you want to take out the Bibles in the pews for a minute and turn to page 634, that's Matthew 25. And I know we don't have one for everybody, but share. Matthew 25, page 634. Or if you've got a smartphone or a phone with the internet on it, that's how people read the Bible now. They don't open the book anymore, or any book. Then the kingdom of heaven, Jesus says, shall be likened to 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. Now 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. But while the bridegroom was delayed, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight a cry was heard, "Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out to meet him." Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out." But the wise answered, saying, "No, lest there should not be enough for us and for you. Go rather to those who sell and buy for yourselves." And while they went in to buy, the bridegroom came. And those who were ready went in with him to the wedding, and the door was shut. Afterward the other virgins came also, saying, "Lord, Lord, open to us." But he answered and said, "Truly I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming." These services of Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night of Holy Week are called the services of the bridegroom. They are themed after this parable in the Gospel of Matthew. Young ladies who did such a great job tonight, and I thank you for that. You play the role of the maidens in this parable. Hopefully all 10 of you will be wise, not like the 5 of them that were foolish. And one of the things that I learned, how many of you ladies were taught by your mothers that you should share? All moms teach you to share? When I was your age and I heard this parable, I thought that the wise maidens were mean maidens because they didn't share their oil. And I said, how can God applaud them because they didn't share? There's lots of things in life that you can share. If you have extra food or extra clothes or extra toys, you should share those things. And you should tell people about your faith. We should tell people about the faith. But here's the thing about the faith. You can't take your faith and cut it in pieces and hand it to people. Because faith is something that every person has. Either they have it or they don't have it. If you don't have a dollar bill in your pocket, I can take a dollar bill out and I can give you the dollar bill. But if you don't have faith, I can talk to you about the faith. I can preach to you about the faith. I can beg you to have faith. But the decision to have faith is a decision that belongs to each one of us. When we look at the icon of Christ, the bridegroom, he's saying to us, I have faith in you. I mean, how did we get to this point? God didn't look like this when he created the world. God made the world perfect. He made all the people in the world perfect. And then the people of the world decided that they didn't want to be perfect, that they wanted to go against God. And God didn't say, I write you off. There's no hope for you. Be imperfect. Have a terrible life. He said, I still have faith in you. I still have faith that you can love me. So I will send my only Son, Jesus Christ, down here to show you that. So Christ came and he died for our sins because God still had faith in us. And so the icon here that Christ looks out at us, he says, I have faith in you. Do you still have faith in me? Ladies here who are married, at some point your husband got on a knee and said, will you spend the rest of your life with me? I have faith that we can do that. No guy ever got on his knee and said, will you marry me, but I'm not sure how it's going to work out. Every guy who's ever done that had very good intentions doing that. So the icon of the bridegroom is like Christ's proposal to us. Will you be with me? Will you have faith in me? And the answer is either yes or no. Now here's some things about this parable of the bridegroom. The oil represents the faith. The oil represents the faith. And the wise maidens, they had enough faith, and they felt confident in their faith, that when the bridegroom was late in coming, they fell asleep, and they weren't worried. When the bridegroom comes, I have enough oil that I'm going to be prepared. And the other maidens, they were foolish because they fell asleep, and they thought they had enough oil, but they didn't really have enough oil. And at the moment that they needed the oil, they didn't have any. At the moment they needed faith, they didn't have any. So if you are a person of faith, then you go home tonight and you sleep easy. You say, Lord, let me depart in peace. Let me sleep in peace. And if this is the hour that my soul is required, this is the night that my soul is required, then I have faith in you. And if you don't have faith, then this is a great time to start getting some faith, so that you can sleep easy, so that you can live easy, so that you can live with joy, you can live with expectation. You don't have to be like these maidens that fell asleep and said, I hope the bridegroom doesn't come right now. And you can be like the maidens who rested, knowing that when the call came, they were ready to answer it. This is the theme of these services of the bridegroom. We stare at this icon for 3 days, and the expression of Christ says, I still have faith in you. That's why I came here. Do you have faith in me? That's what we're supposed to be meditating on in these services. So thank you, young ladies, for playing the role of the maidens. Thank you to the young men who served so faithfully in the altar and led us in prayer and led us singing in the altar. That was beautiful. Thank you to our psalties for singing so beautifully, and thank you all for coming tonight for this beautiful service. Tomorrow we'll have 2 services here. At 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll celebrate the pre-sanctified liturgy, and tomorrow evening we will have the second service of the bridegroom. May God bless you and keep you, and have a blessed evening. Please come up on your way out and venerate the icon of the bridegroom, the Theos.